Hello children, once again I welcome you in history digital class, and in these days I am sending you virtuals of chapter 11 as a revision work. And in those virtual lessons I had given you some answers. Also I have discussed with you some topics and question and answers, but today uh, to summarize the topic based specifically on condition of Italy after the First World War, let me explain you so it will be very easy for you to understand the topic, that what was the condition of Italy after the First World War, why there was resentment among the Italians, and how Mussolini came as a leader in Italy. So before I go further, so let me reconnect the topic which you have already done in class 10 about Italy. That after the First World War, automatically there was heavy negative impact, we can say, on the European countries, and there was not only the loss to human life but the economy also came down. And because of this money inflation, there was too much disturbance in the European countries, and because of the uh, stock market and the Great Wall mishap had taken place, due to that America, which was the uh, helping hand to the European countries in giving loans, that it had also closed its door, and the countries were not getting any monetary help from America. So what we have to see today, that post-war discontent, post-war, we are talking about the First World War, that what had happened after the First World War. So before we go into the deep of this topic, and to see that how Mussolini came back, or how there was a rise of Mussolini, so we have to see that in the beginning, before the First World War, by 1870, the reunification of Italy was almost completed. Though Italy was reunified, but the condition, economic condition and political condition, was quite weak. As a result, the Triple Alliance was signed between Germany, Austria and Italy. And when First World War broke down, that Italy did not support Germany and Austria. And you know what was the reason behind it? Because they all three uh, European powers like Italy, Germany and Austria supposed to be together. They should fight with allied countries together. But when the First World War broke down, Italy did not support. It was quiet. Why? Because Italy already had been signed a secret treaty of London. And why Italy had signed the secret treaty of London? Because allied countries gave up one offer to Italy, that if Italy will fight for the allied countries, or along with the allied countries against the Axis power, they will get a big area of European territory. Not only that, but whatever parts of Italy were captured by Germany would be returned to it. And when peace conference was held, so after the peace conference, what was the expectation of Italian government was not fulfilled, because whatever promise was made um, by England at the time of First World War, it was not fulfilled. As a result, too much disturbance had been taken place in Italy. Everywhere was chaos and disorder, and discontentment was there. People were very angry. So, what had happened? There was uh, no kind of faith on the Italian government and the youth, especially. It was very annoyed, and people loosen up the faith on the government. So, at the time of disturbances, people became unemployed. There was all over strikes. There was no any kind of proper financial help by the other countries also, and Italy was economically very weak. And at this juncture, you know that Mussolini, as a leader, came up. He gave assurance to the people that if people will support him, so he is going to change the complete scenario of Italy, and he will provide jobs, he will arrange employments, he will set up the stable government, and moreover the financial problem will be improved. So people had faith on Mussolini, and as a leader Mussolini came up, and in that situation, that Mussolini not only became as a leader, but he set up the fascist party. And in Italy, first time the fascist party was set up, and this fascist party was very strong. And with this fascist party, many more youths were attached. They joined them, and moreover, there was anti-fascist party was also there, which was a kind of a social party, and communist party, Republican party was also there. But when Mussolini came to power, he gave orders that completely there would be Mussolini rule will be followed, and he became the dictator. All power of Italy had taken up by Mussolini in his hand, and whatever we can say anti-fascist party was there, they were not allowed to have public meetings, they were not allowed to have any kind of propaganda against the rule of Mussolini. So this was the main, we can say, the scenario of Italy before the First World War, and after the First World War, how Italy was betrayed by England, because as they were promised and as they were taken help of Italy in the First World War, it was not fulfilled. So the soldiers, the people, the civilians, everybody was annoyed with the allied countries. So now further we have to see that what were the reasons why was Mussolini able to come to power, right? This is very good question. Why was Mussolini? Because Mussolini had taken up an advantage of the situation of Italy, and he realized this is the right time. If I will convince the people, if people will be impressed by my speeches, by my we can say visit with the people, or visiting the politicians or the government, if in any of the situation, if I will be able to control the situation, so it will be easier for me to become the dictator. And there were many reasons behind it, which says that why was Mussolini able to come to power. So if we see the first point, it says disappointment after the war. Which war we are talking about? The First World War. So after the First World War, why there was disappointment among the Italians? Because first of all, whatever places were promised by Britain according to the secret treaty of England, it was not fulfilled. Moreover, the particular very famous place which should be given to Italy according to the peace conference, it was not given to Italy, rather it was given to Yugoslavia. So that was another issue. Means whatever promises were made in the peace conference or in the secret treaty, all were broken, and rather it was ignored. The demand of Italy was ignored. So in this situation, Mussolini came forward to hold back the power of Italy and to improve the condition of Italy. So after the war, whatever disturbance was there in Italy, either due to the unstable government, due to the parliamentary form of government, or due to the economic problem, it forced Mussolini to stand with the support of the people and become the leader of Italy. That another point, if we see, it is says the economic effect of the war. So not only Italy but other European countries were also badly affected economically, because what techniques were used in the First World War, it affected the industries, the trade, right? So everywhere there was inflation of money. So Italy also came under this. And when reunification was made, as I told you in the beginning, already Italy was economically weak. The condition was miserable. So here it says the economic condition. Why? Because there was no proper trade. uh, Other countries were not ready to have trade with Italy because Italy had joined the Allied powers. Moreover, it had lost the confidence of Germany and Austria, which became the enemy of Italy. Then there was restrictions of the trade, and in the condition of no proper trade, no income was coming to Italy. The economic condition was not improving in the absence of the trade. And moreover, in the economic condition, economic effect, we will say there was no proper help was given to agriculture also. The fields were used for making bunkers for the army, and it says new technology was not given. Why? Because the unstable government or the weak government was not paying attention, and moreover the weak government did not have enough funds, enough money to start new projects in which the unemployment problem could be solved. As a result, the food prices or the other article prices were hiking, and the people were finding difficult to buy their articles or to buy their foods. All these, we can say, the problems were making discontentment, or they made kind of a resentment among the Italians towards the weak government. And who take main opportunity in his hand? Mussolini. And he promised that he will improve the situation of Italy. The third, which is the main point, it says growing contempt for the parliamentary system. Earlier, after the war, there was parliamentary form of government. Parliamentary system was there. But what had happened during the election, after seeing the disturbed condition of Italy, almost 9 political parties came up, and all these 9 political parties were not very efficient, and there was a very weak government, kind of a coalition government. And you know, coalition government, when no political party comes in a majority, so a government is formed by taking two or three members from all the political parties who are having at least minimum majority. So the coalition government was there. It was very unstable, very weak government, and this weak government was not able to set up a proper parliamentary setup or proper democratic government. Why? Because the power had been taken by the Mussolini, and Mussolini was totally against the democracy. Rather, he believed in the communism. So this government, the weak government, was not able to control the strikes. This weak government was not able to arrange the employments to the unemployment problems, and this weak government was not able to control the prices of the food. So all these situations became very difficult for the Italians, and in this condition Hitler, Mussolini came up as a leader, as their reliever, who would relieve from their sufferings, from their problems, according to the promises of Mussolini. So today we had seen only 3 reasons that why was Mussolini able to come to power. On Monday, I will take up in my virtuals rest of the topics which forced Mussolini to become a dictator, and how the power, or how the government and the rulers of Italy helped Mussolini to be the leader of Italy. So today I have already discussed with you of at least the summary of those questions which I have already given you as a revision virtuals. So rest I will discuss with you in my next virtual along with the classwork, and then I will give you some questions to write in the classwork notebook. That's all for today.